All right, time to go fishing. We gotta catch 3 fish. You think we can do it? Think we can handle it? All right, so we got ourselves an old geezer rod. We got ourselves some makeshift bait. A wealth of fish can be found all over the world. Fortunately, light bearers before you have marked good fishing spots. Approach one, then ready your rod and bait to begin fishing. Cast your line, then wait for a fish to bite. Reel the fish in before time runs out. You'll need to employ special techniques to catch some rare fish. Explore and catch different variants of fish. All right, let's do it. It's fishing time. Look at everyone here fishing together. I love it. I love to see it. Ooh, there he is. I caught a fish. See, you just catch fish, you level up, and then you can get better rods and better bait and better fish. Eventually get yourself an exotic fish. See, as you level up, you'll get some more of this stuff. So these you use to get your fishing abilities. You actually have fishing abilities in the game, which is cool. So every once in a while when you level up, you'll get some better rods, you'll get some better bait. Yeah, you'll get more abilities and tons of stuff. See, this is the nope, that's bait. All right, well, yeah, you can get all the way to 75. That's crazy. All right, let's catch some more fish. Ooh, high rarity fish have high stamina. When these fish leave the catch range, they will recover stamina. Once their stamina is fully recovered, they will struggle free and escape. During the struggle phase, tap and hold to reel the hook in. Releasing will let the hook fall, keep the fish in the hook. It's basically Stardew Valley. You just gotta catch the fish. Easy enough. Anyone who's played Stardew Valley knows the game. Got a 301 rainbow trout. So we got a common, a uncommon, and a rare fish. And like different fish and the weight of the fish will give you like more experience and stuff. All right, let's talk to Pandora. So yeah, so you can get the meals. So yeah, if you level, you need to reach fishing level 30 for this one, but like fishing level 5, 15, and 30. So the legendary one is eat to gain 12% activity damage boost for 2 hours. To be fair though, it's usable in adventure activities, but doesn't include the Expanse, Calamity Ops, and Legendary Campaign. So it's only really used in like strikes. You can use it in like harder difficulty strikes if you're grinding harder difficulty strikes. So it's actually good in that aspect. You just won't be able to use it in some of the harder campaign activities like Expanse, Calamity Ops, and Legendary Campaign. Funnily enough, it doesn't say challenge mode, which is, I'm curious if these will work in challenge mode. You can also get a shader, weapon shaders, 500, and a heap of artifactual dust. Can be used to upgrade artifacts, grants 50 experience. So these are actually a good buy too. You can get some fishing rods. You can buy these weekly. So you know what? We'll get our 3 weekly fishing rods, so it's gonna be a lot. And then as you level up, you'll be able to get other ones like the Poseidon EX8. And then yeah, so this is your fishing levels. As you level up, you'll gain more stuff. And then this is your fishing ability. So they just do things to help you fish better. Slightly shortens the time needed to catch a fish. Fish bait has a 15% chance to not be consumed if you fail to catch a fish. This makes it better, 30% chance, and then the later ones are more important. So this one's like unlocks beginner fishing spots and upgrades the haven spot to beginner. So, and then there's another one, intermediate fishing spot, and then the advanced fishing spot. So whenever you get these, it makes the haven fishing spot better. And once you level it up more, you'll unlock other fishing spots. Like there's some spots. So there's this one. So this is an advanced fishing spot. It'll actually show you all the different fish you can get here. So you can get like this exotic fish. There's another one over here. This is an advanced one, or advancing to order 1. So this is a beginner one, I believe. There's other fishing spots too. I think those are the only. Oh no, there's another one here. They actually added more fishing spots. That's cool. Looks like they added more fish and more fishing spots since the beta. So that's exciting. More fish to fish up. So keep that in mind if you're into the fishing. All you got to do is literally just come here to Haven, do some fishing, and level yourself up. And then once you level up enough, you'll be able to catch some of the more cool fish, exotic fish and whatnot. And then you can actually get it's actually a fishing seal. So yeah, if you do all these, you'll actually get a seal, angler seal, which is pretty cool. I like there's a fishing seal. Don't forget to go to your inventory, and then yeah, your fish are in your inventory and you can sell them. You can sell all fish and you'll get tokens that you can then exchange for fishing rewards. Let's start off our Shadowshaper duels. Let's time to duel. Gotta go come over here and talk to Drifter. Or, as he's called in this game, because he hasn't become the Drifter yet, Wu Ming.
All right, all right, all right.
Here's my boy. All right. It's time to duel. So this plays a lot like Gwent, I'm not gonna lie. Anyone who plays Gwent will kind of have an understanding of this. It's definitely different, but this is the table we use for duels. I go first this time. First, I'll draw a card. This is the card's power. Your total power is the sum of all your current played cards' power. The player with the higher total power after 6 rounds wins. It's your turn. Let's get you familiar with card abilities first. Playing a card consumes a certain amount of light. Your light resets at the max amount, increases by 1 each turn. Dragonplay. Tap here to end your turn. In addition to power and light, cards also have special effects. In addition to power, choose a unit of the opposing row. Boom! So yeah, all the cards have abilities. If I remember correctly, I'll be interested to see if they changed the card game at all that much. But in the beta, the Fallen were extremely powerful. There was one card in the beta that was it was an exotic captain card, and you put it down. When you put it down, its power. No, it increased the power of all of your Fallen cards by like +2. So you just put out a bunch of cards that made like a bunch of Fallen spawn, place them all over the field, drop that card, and you just gain like 20 points and just like instantly won. I mentioned before that the field's divided into the front row and the back row. Some cards need to be played in a certain row to activate their special effect, such as this card. Its special effect will only activate if I play it in the back row. Grants +1 power to a unit. Select your target. Him. I'll give him +1. And then end my turn. Get yourself familiar with the difference between the front row and the back rows. Looks like you're getting the hang of it. Gains +3 power. This is basically like impossible to lose, so play this card and victory is yours. Grants +3 power to units on the left and the right. Perfect. Look at that, we got 41. 41 to 20. Victory. Beating other duelists raises your duelist level. So yeah, so you get 3 daily high value rewards from playing Shaper duels against anyone, whether it's a real person or an NPC. You get 3 rewards that are 100, so that's 300 experience. And then afterwards, you'll have 7 basic rewards as well. So it's 10, basically 10 duels you can do per day for experience. So keep that in mind. So you'll want to go to each of the card people you unlock. Like right now, we just got Drifter unlocked. You beat him on beginner, you'll get a card. We got the servitor. On veteran, you'll get some Lumina leaves, which is awesome. And then at expert, you have a 70% chance to get this card, which is the Elite Vandal. So let's edit our deck. Is that card still here and still as strong? Yes, this was it. Vanok. Grants +2 power to all your Fallen on the field. So you mix this with like the Skiff. Where is the Skiff? The Catch. When played, summons 2 Fallen Dregs on the left and right. So you can just fill your field with a bunch of junk. There is, at least in the beta, the Fallen were probably the strongest. Hive were definitely up there. They were close. You were able to do some interesting stuff with the Hive. The Hive focused a lot more on buffing specific characters, and in like through Inspired, which adds power at the end of your turn. So basically, every turn you would gain more and more power on a character. And the beta also didn't have Cabal, like any of this stuff. They didn't have Cabal. So yeah, there's no Cabal cards. No Vex cards, Exo, Amkara, Device, Sparrow. So there are some more cards. I'm interested to see how these factions end up turning out. Right now we only have Hiven, Fallen, and Humans. And overall I would say Fallen, at least in the beta, felt the most powerful. So let's go through. We'll get rid of the Rock. We're going to start backwards when we're making our deck. We're going to start at the strongest card, which is Mishra. Put that in. We want one of those. We want one of the Sparrows, because it's going to be rare that we're going to get to use 2 of the Sparrows. We'll put in 2 of these guys for now. The Shanks are very strong. Put in 2 Shanks. We'll put in 2 Morgans. 2 is the max of a card you can have. Donovan is like, why would I put Donovan in when I can just have a Morgan in who does the exact same thing? Unless you want a little bit extra, if you maybe want a 5th 3 ability card, but we'll see what we got here. The Servitor is also very strong, so this makes all of our abilities, all our characters that deal damage do 1 additional damage. So if you can get 2 of these on the field, this guy will do where's the sniper? Here it is. So this guy deals 2 damage to an opposing unit in the front row. If I had this guy on and 2 Servitors on the field, this guy would do 4 damage. Though it's very rare for that to happen, it is handy to keep in mind. So we're gonna want the Vandals for damage. We're gonna want the Drags. We want some 1-star cards as well. We will put this guy in. This guy is very strong. So this guy is when your opponent places a unit in the front row, gain +1 power for 3 turns. So if you place this guy out on the first turn, for the next 3 turns, it makes it really hard for your opponent to play because they can't put any cards in the front row without giving you a benefit. It really hinders their play style, especially if they have cards that they want to put in the front row. So we're gonna go with 3 of these, 3 1s, just because we want to make sure we're at least getting one energy card in our first hand. This seems like a good setup to me for a starting deck, so we'll give this a try and we'll see how it works. Keep in mind the NPCs, not the greatest. The NPCs are pretty easy to beat, even with a pretty basic deck. So there we go. We got one energy card, and we actually got a good 1 energy card. So we'll put this in. So when the opponent places a unit in the front row, gain +1 power for the first 3 turns. We're actually going to put him in the back row. There's a lot of more cards that can attack the front row than can attack the back row. Keep that in mind. If you want to keep your cards safe, the back row is often, not always, often the safer place to put them. So if he places anything in the front row, this guy gets more power. There it is. For the 3 turns, if he puts anything here, I get more power. We're gonna put this one in. We can put this in and kill this guy, but I'm gonna wait until he puts something stronger in the front row so I can deal more damage to it. So for now, we'll just throw this guy up there, see what else he plays. There we go. So see, he just played this. This is actually going to buff my guy once again, and this will allow me to place, actually, no. So we'll play this, which will allow me to defeat that one. And we'll play this guy, and that gives me another 3 turns of if he places anything in this front row, I'm going to get extra points. It's all about restricting your teammate's play style. Well, not your teammate, your enemy's play style. So let's see what I can do here. Deal 3 damage to opposing unit. We're going to do this, just so we can get rid of this Servitor. I don't like the Servitor. It does make it so we can't play as many cards, but we're in a pretty good position right now. We don't really need to worry about it. Again, he's still playing stuff in the front row, which is giving me even more power. We're going to play our 5 rank, obviously. We're going to buff these 2 cards even more. Actually, no, this one just buffs this card. So what do we got here? We got 6, so we can play 4 and a 2. So we'll do this. So we'll play this here to buff this card. And then we'll play this to get rid of this card, which means he won't get the buff and we'll just defeat him. That ends our turn. Unless he can get 16, 17 points, we win. There you go. Easy peasy card shaper duels. So hopefully that helped. Keep all that in mind when you're playing your Shadowshaper duels.